very, very, and I thought about it. I don't know. I have to think about, but he doesn't have like an official like thing, or else I would have
Oh.
I don't know. I got really pissy about it recently. I was just like, God damn it! Like, I want that
Understandably, he took your money for nothing.
$25.
Yeah, that's shitty.
But we're live now.
Oh.
Welcome to the stream. Oh, he's not watching it. If he's watching it, I'll call him out right on stream when he's not like doing what I paid him. But this is the impromptu Pathfinder 2E replacement stream for Strength of Thousands that I have not even advertised on any of my social media because I am having a lot of time on my hands but not using it effectively. So we're gonna start off, but does anyone have a question of the day? Possibly holiday themed? If not, I can come up with one because I think oh my god.
Oh, I can also come up with one if you want, which would be, which is your favorite storyline in Love Actually?
What's Love Actually? Wait, I keep accidentally playing all these playlists, all these songs at once, and each time it's freaking me the fuck out. And I keep on going for the same button, and then I keep on getting freaked out. This is gonna be rough, y'all. Okay, I think this is only one now.
Amazing.
Is this one song? Okay. I've never heard of or watched Love Actually. What is that?
Oh, it's so fun. Hugh Grant plays the Prime Minister of England, and he falls in love with, I don't remember what her official job title is. Someone who works at the Prime Minister's house, whatever it's called. Downing Street, that's the one. There's one dude who goes to America trying to hook up with people, and that's the worst one. Martin Freeman is a body double for porn, and like all of their scenes are him and the other body double like doing risque things while they like do lighting and stuff on a porn set. And then they end up with like a really sweet date on Christmas. But he was like so like you watch them doing all these like really risque things, and then he's just like trying to ask her out, and he's like so like just like typical flustered, like, oh, I don't know what to say, I don't know how to ask you out, even though we've been like dry humping each other for the last 3 weeks. That's one of the weirder ones. Keira Knightley marries Chiwetel Ejiofor, but then his best friend, who they always thought didn't like her, it turns out he's actually been in love with her the whole time, and that's why he acts like he doesn't like her, is because he doesn't want to be a dick and like go after his best friend's girlfriend, now wife. Alan Rickman and Emma Thompson have this is my answer to this question, by the way. Hands down, best story arc is Emma Thompson and Alan Rickman. So good. So heartbreaking, but so good. Has no one else seen Love Actually? Sam,
No.
back
I'm
me up
aware of
here.
it. I'm aware
I
of
know the
it.
name, but no.
I've seen bits of it. I'm aware of it. I've just never been able to sit through the whole thing.
Wow, that's okay. That's fair. I mean, some of them are bad. To be fair, like like everything about the Colin, that sequence is just like terrible. We hate it. Our headcanon is that the women that he ends up hooking up with in America were actually a vampire coven, and that they end up like just draining the poor dude dry.
I like that.
Yeah, that's our headcanon because he's the worst. Anyway, I guess my question of the day can't. What do you got, Brian?
I think I got one. I was the one I have now is what was your favorite Christmas present or holiday present?
Like ever?
Yeah. I think I feel like I'm gonna like overlook one and feel really shitty. But I think mine was like when we got the PlayStation 2. That's the one I always look back on as a child.
Yes.
And wow, that was like my whole childhood was just that system. Just always on that fucking PlayStation 2.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that was the console.
Yeah, it slapped. I wish I wish we would go back to the time where we had just like weird games, and we just had a whole bunch of. I mean, maybe I'm overlooking a whole bunch of them, but like Katamari Damacy and like Space Channel 5, and so, ooh, I miss those weird games.
Earthworm Jim. That was one of my old favorite PlayStation ones.
Oh yeah, wait, that was a PlayStation game?
PS1.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it was also on some earlier
Look at
consoles
that
too, but they
tiny
weren't.
little thing.
Yep.
What's that?
This is a PS2 Slim. This is
Slim.
how they make them now. This is the only way I could find one to buy one that wasn't like outrageously expensive as a
Oh,
collector's item on eBay.
that's so
So here's my
fancy.
little PS2.
I have the chunky
My
one.
little boy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Now I kind of want to get
I
a
had
mini.
one as a kid. I had the chunky one as a kid, but it broke. So.
Oh no.
It's in here.
Well, at least you have this
Shout out
one.
Ratchet and Clank Deadlocked.
Nice. Another series of classics. One that our family was obsessed with, and I've thought about like getting an emulator to stream it, is called Cold Set. It's like, and I don't know, Sarah, if we've made you play this. Sam, did I make you play this in Akron?
Yeah.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Hell
I think
yeah.
you did.
I make everyone fucking play it. And it's not fun until you build your own deck, and that takes like a few playthroughs of like 4-hour long game. But it's if you have Magic the Gathering and Monopoly, and you put it together where your Magic the Gathering creatures are defending your Monopoly tiles.
That sounds amazing.
And if you don't, and if you beat the other person's tile, you take over that space. But if you don't, you have to pay the fine.
What's it called?
It's called Cold Sept.
Cold Sept.
Cold
Okay.
Sept. C-U-L-D. Not cold. Cold.
Oh, cold.
And you wonder why it didn't catch on. Could have came up with like any other name, but you know, I'm glad it never became.
It's because they were like, all right, so I've got a concept for a game. It's kind of a cold concept, like, you know, it's basically Magic meets Monopoly. So like, you know, stay with me. And there's like Cold Sept. Yeah, it's a cold concept. But we can't just call it Cold Sept because then people are gonna go with the whole Inception thing. What about cold? Cold set, and they're just like, yeah, sure, fuck it. That's a working title, and then they just never came up with something else.
Oh yeah.
Metropoly sounds stupid.
Mhm.
Metropoly. Metropoly!
Metropoly.
Oh my god. Honestly?
I mean, Metropoly's better than Monagic, at least.
That's true. That is true, Monagic. That's tragic.
Hey.
I don't know what that noise was, but yeah, we should play Cold Sept sometime. It's the bomb. I don't
I'm
know
on
if
I'll have to try and find an emulator for it as well.
Oh yeah, I don't know if Sam and Sarah agree, but I think it's the tea.
It's fun.
I just remember you being so frustrated, like trying to teach me how to play this game, and me just being like stoned out of my gourd and like not understanding what was going on.
Oh, I probably taught it in like the worst way. I'm so bad at explaining games, and my brother gets so mad at me like each time I try to introduce a new board game because all the rules hit me at once. I cannot follow like a linear pattern of thought, and so I feel so bad for everyone involved, and every time I'm just like, just look up a YouTube video before we play this because you guys know I won't be able to explain it, and no one else ever does. And Sarah is cracking up because she has been
I am one
a
of those
victim.
ones that doesn't look it up and then goes, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Is this
Like,
in a
I'm sure we'll
different
explain it
language?
better
Oh, no.
this time, right?
No, it's amazing how easily you guys like latched on to Pathfinder 2E because it wasn't through me. But what are your guys' favorite Christmas gifts? And describe your character for us. Whoever wants to go first.
Mine is probably it wasn't actually for Christmas, and that was very sad and depressing for me. Because I was actually hoping for it to be on my birthday, but then it wasn't on my birthday, and then it wasn't on Christmas. It was actually like 2 days later. It was my first kitten, Princess.
Oh.
It was, and my dad told me the reason that he couldn't get it for Christmas was they were closed the day before Christmas, the pound. And so he couldn't get her to be, because I wanted like a Lady in the Tramp moment where I open this box and there's the kitten. Oh, but she was the light of my life. I loved her so much. Her
Oh.
nickname became Tripod because she had cancer in her bones and she had to have her leg cut off and all this sad tragic stuff.
Oh.
I miss her. But that was probably my ultimate favorite Christmas. I was probably 10, I want to say, maybe 11 when I got her.
That's a pretty solid
Princess.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, princess.
So, and I'm a Maya and I like plants. Yay.
That pretty much summarizes it.
Amazing. I'm a Maya and I like plants.
What are you guys gonna do about it? Yeah, pretty much. Who's next? Who's next?
I'll go next. When it was probably around I was 10 or 11. I was talking to one of my friends, and I really wanted a painting easel, and I'd been saving up my money. I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get it for myself. I never got what I wanted on Christmas. It's on my list. Didn't think I was gonna get it. And my friend was like, "You can't buy that." And I was like, "Why?" She's like, "Because your mom got it for you for Christmas." And I like, she was like describing what it looked like. I was like, "Oh, it's like a little shitty thing. Like that's not what I want. I want a real painting easel." And then so like Christmas came and it was sitting there and it had canvases on it and she bought me like all these brushes and like paints and everything and I cried for like a half an hour because like we didn't have a lot of money growing up, so it was like I didn't really get a lot of things for Christmas, so like just tears for like an hour.
Oh.
Oh, what did you paint with it?
Oh, all kinds of shit. I think my mom still has everything at her house.
Oh.
That's
It's like all
amazing.
kinds of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to art school, and now I'm doing nothing with any of that. But it was nice.
I feel that.
I feel that.
And then
We all
Yeah.
feel
it
that.
hurt. It hurt. So I play Dust Cup. uh, I'm a flesh warp Frankenstein, creepy late girl, kind of an angsty teen with good reason. I'm made out of cursed and haunted body parts. Um, and yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
No, this is you in a nutshell. Oh, help me! I'm in a nutshell. Does anyone know the reference?
Yes.
It's a
Austin
bad reference. Yeah.
Powers, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
I just rewatched
Wow.
those. I was going
I'm
through a
glad.
very.
You know, after I referenced Love Actually and no one knew what was going on, I didn't know if Austin Powers was a stretch anymore.
Oh no, baby, no. That's the only reward. That was the only trophy I've ever won. Was a costume contest in second grade, and I was Austin Powers. So, I fucking love Austin Powers.
That's hilarious. Oh my
Mm,
god. Also, Rob Lowe is a young number 2 in the second one, just like any
perfect.
excuse to have Rob Lowe around.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It's your turn though.
Yeah, I'm kind of struggling. Okay, so the issue is my birthday's right before Christmas and my brother's is right after. So like I don't remember what was birthday presents, Christmas presents, or technically for because a lot of the time growing up, like my birthday present, like it would be like okay. My dad was also in the oil field, so we usually had Christmas around the time of my birthday because then he would be leaving and he wouldn't be home until like the end of January. So there's like early Christmas every year since I was like 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what's mine, Gabe's, and so I will say
Mm-hmm.
the year we got a GameCube was pretty big, and I do remember I got a Game Boy Color. No, I think it was a Game Boy Advance that
Oh.
same year, and I needed batteries for it. So I went down into the closet in my parents' computer room where all the batteries got kept, and didn't realize that's also where the Christmas presents were being kept. And so I open it up and I see Luigi's Mansion for GameCube.
Wait. What do you open up? Like a present? You saw
The
all the.
closet. No. I opened like the
Oh.
closet door to get batteries for the Game Boy
Wow.
I had just gotten for my birthday,
Uh huh.
and it was like I think I had gotten the Game Boy the day before for my birthday, and then we were gonna be having Christmas 2 days after that because my dad was gonna be leaving. So everything was like there, and my mom hadn't wrapped it yet. And so I just see like the first thing immediately I see when I open it is just Luigi's Mansion for GameCube, and we hadn't actually gotten the GameCube yet. So I also then knew we were getting a GameCube. And so I like freaked out because my mom was always the one who's like, if you go snooping for presents, then we'll take them all back. And so I like didn't I like my mom just knew everything, and every time I thought I was getting away with something, I never did, and she always knew. So I like immediately ran and told her, I was like, I'm so sorry, I needed batteries for my new thing, and I saw that you got us Luigi's Mansion, and I know it means we're getting a GameCube, but I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to. And she's like, well, we're gonna have to take it back now. Like, no GameCube. You can't. You're not gonna get. You. I told you not to go stupid. I was like, I just wanted batteries for my Game Boy. And yeah, and so she had me thoroughly. I cried for like probably at least an hour, thinking that I'd completely fucked up both me and my brother's Christmas that year.
Oh my
And
god.
and then 2 days later, we do our big family thing, and she had changed the GameCube thing to say to Gabe instead of to Gabe and Chase. And then he opened it and it was a GameCube, and I was like freaking out, and she's like, well, read the tag, and I realized it just says him, so I thought she was taking it away from me. But then she hands me my thing to open, and it's all the games including Luigi's Mansion was right on
Oh
top.
yeah.
Yeah, so my mom was like fucking with me hard that year, so I remember it intimately. I don't know if I can say that's my favorite Christmas memory, but like it's a pretty good one.
That's a good one. Why would she make so much trouble for herself? Like, I
That's
don't
how
know.
my mom be like that. If it fucks with her ornery ass son, like especially my brother was an angel. He was aptly named. He was Gabriel the angel. I was a little asshole. So like any opportunity to screw with me when I would like feel I deserved it, she had to. She would go out of her way for that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
See, I was
Also, I'm Quilby and I like books.
very succinct.
I'm a shift investigator. What's up?
Very succinct.
Yes.
We're
I
getting the
learned
quick
from the best.
we're getting the quick blow by blows. Yeah, that was great, y'all. Um all of these were such good stories. Um
We
Now I just
had
want to
a kind of
vibe.
sad one that ended up happy, a really happy one that ended up super sad, and then just like pure heartwarming, just like no.
Yeah. We had a good range. We had a good range of emotions.
Right?
We really went through it together. Other the other thing we really went through together, though, uh, my segue, is that we were approaching the ceremony um of you becoming attendance at the McGimbia University, and it was going to be this big thing in front of like a whole bunch of people, and you guys were walking in to help set it up and celebrate being inducted into like the greatest wizarding academy in all of the world, until you noticed that gremlins were snooping about fucking shit up, and then you fought them, you caught them, and that's where we left off last time. Who is the one? I think Alumba is the one like holding on to the two. Um, but yeah, and they're wiggling around and they're trying to get out of his grasp. Um, so yeah, what do you guys do? What are y'all? What's up?
Feel like we should find one of the teachers or somebody in charge and like tell them what we ran into, and that they said something really weird about like they were there under certain orders from something called like the Stone Ghost or something like that, which seems pretty weird. And I feel like I don't know what the hell that is, so we should probably bring that to somebody's attention.
Yeah, because
Absolutely.
there was the like pug person thing,
Hmm.
and they were like, "I'm here because such and such told us to be here, and the Stone Mage told them to be." Or what? No, it was a Pugwampy said that the pug person, they were only here because the pug person told them to be, and the pug person was only here because the stone ghost. I can't remember what they were called either.
Yeah, I
We'll go
didn't
with
write it
stone
down. It was like
ghost.
Stone Ghost or
Yeah, you guys
Stone.
are pretty on the mark. The Stone Ghost. Yeah, that actually summarizes it pretty well. So do you guys want to like interrogate more, find out more, or just like wait until like a teacher comes? Because like this is kind of
Question:
yes.
Are we allowed to beat these ones up without getting expelled, or is that that rule only applies to old ladies?
You kind of sus because remember you beat up those gremlins, but you didn't kill them. And you like helped expel them from like the storage closet, and that's okay. As long as you don't like actively go out of your way to kill them.
Yeah, I was just trying to make a dig at Sam. It's fine.
I didn't beat her up.
Just pushed
She
her to the
threw
ground.
herself
Not what
to
I
the
heard.
ground. She threw herself to the ground.
Did y'all want to interrogate them all, or should we just go get someone, or what do y'all feel?
Yeah, maybe so we can find out more about the stone thing.
Yeah, all right. I'll hold you
Kershkin?
punch.
What?
Is Kershkin the one that we need?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
the pug.
He's the one that we
Kershkin,
need to.
the little doggy, and then there was another one that was like gross and shit, but I don't know where I put him. Havix. He was like a little centipede person. But Kershkin is the one that speaks common, and this is the one that you're holding Alumba's holding up, and she's the one like, let me down, ah! And she's trying to swipe at him, but his arms are, he's a big beefy boy, so she can't really reach. So teacher comes, and he's the guy who you went through your initial trials with way back when. Remember the first game?
Yeah.
So this is the guy who inducted you in, and you guys all went through the trials together with and he's the one who asked you to come here to kind of like set up, and he sees you guys like battered and bruised, like puncture wounds and stuff, and he's like, what happened here? What happened? Where are the balloons?
Priorities. Well,
I'm tired.
some people don't seem to respect the majesty of academia.
Kershkin goes like, I like macadamia nuts just fine. Just let me go. I'll shove my knife so far up your. And Takulu's like, okay, well that's enough. That's enough. So what do you mean they don't respect academia? It's what are these pugwampies?
Yeah, we caught them sabotaging the stage. At least that's what we think they were up to, but they said they were sent here by a stone ghost. None of it's making sense.
Stone ghost. That's very interesting. Okay, so
Stone ghost.
what's I've heard whispers of the stone ghost, but I haven't figured out what it actually is. So I thought it was just some kind of like myth or fable. you know how Mariama gets. I think Mariama was talking about it, and whenever she says something, I'm just... Anyway,
Maybe we shouldn't dismiss all of her ideas so readily in the future then? Just a thought?
Did she ever
Might be
tell
onto something.
you why we have belly buttons? Why some people have outer belly buttons or inner belly... Or did she ever tell you about the exploding nose accident?
You know, it's been referenced, but apparently no one's supposed to talk about it, which is a
We
real shame
don't.
because I must say my interests are piqued, and you keep bringing it up.
We don't talk. We shouldn't be bringing it up. I shouldn't be bringing it up.
But now you brought it up, you kind of gotta tell us about the exploding nose.
I will tell you about the exploding nose. You see that Kershkin is like leaning, she's like quiet, and she's like has one of her flappy ears up, like trying to hear every little thing about exploding nose. He's like, I will not discuss the exploding nose accident in front of them, but I guess I'll take them. And he like does a little like hand gesture, and he conjures up like 2 cages, not unlike the ones that you use to grab the other Pugwampies, and he kind of magic hands them into these cages and like shuts them, picks them up, and she's like, well, I'm gonna have to do some interrogating, and I'm gonna find out more about this stone ghost character. And Kershkin laughs at him. She's like, you will never be able to find him. You're too big to go into the tunnels. Tunnels, you say? And then Kershkin kind of STFUs. And he's like...
I'm having a memory.
Huh?
Okay.
Oh! Everyone leans in. It's like a very That's a Raven moment.
Okay.
What'd you see?
So, when we were fighting those other Pugwampies or gremlins or whatever the hell they were back in the day in that storage room, there was like an opening under a barrel that they were diving for that we just kind of sealed up and left and never revisited.
That's right. We totally forgot about that.
So, like...
Did you tell anybody about this hole in the storage closet?
We were a little preoccupied. We thought it was just a hole, but apparently it leads to a stone ghost. Whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, whatever the hell's that is. Indeed, well. I'll make sure that we return these Pugwampies back to the forest where they belong again, but this whole initiation ceremony, we're just gonna have to cancel it, because who knows if there's any more Pugwampies, like, hiding traps or doing Pugwampy things, and we're covering everything with bells, and you see Kershkin goes at like just like the thought of the bells, they don't, I don't like it. And I'm gonna put you in a jar.
Does this constitute cruel and unusual?
No, he's like, we'll get them to the morality of things later in your 3rd year. But anyway, what houses did you guys want to go into? I'll just write them down, and we'll just skip this whole thing. I know. I'm sorry. You haven't put any thought into your house selections? I mean, that was the whole point of all the trials that the other students put you through.
Weren't you grading us? Weren't you supposed to like figure that out? Isn't that the point?
True wizards don't do things for a grade, Duskup. They do things. Oh, wait, you're... Technically, you're at a wizarding school.
We're using the royal wizard.
I'm 3 different things. That's sorcerer, cathartic mage, oozemorph to you, master aunt.
I'm sure one of those extra limbs came from a wizard at some point.
Shannon goes, I actually was a wizard. See?
I was a wizard.
Yeah, I was a wizard.
Wow.
You didn't know that? Dusk Up, you didn't know that?
No! How would I know?
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. I guess I didn't tell you. I was only a wizard, but then, like, I graduated and, I got really, like, caught up with life, so I don't really use it. I don't really use any of my wizard school stuff. So, kind of forgot all of it.
Damn. I was about to say, like, man, when we start taking exams, you could just have her telling you all the answers.
I
Got
do.
an edge. I got an edge now.
Yeah, Teacher Ron's like, I do not like any of this. So, do you want me to go over the different houses for you again?
I know what I want.
Oh.
I'm just like for real on the fence. So I was just kind of hoping you'd pick for me.
Just sorting hat that shit.
Sorting.
Yeah, like,
What is a
You could
sorting
always leave it
hat?
up to the die.
A hat? What kind of nonsense is that? What have these gremlins been telling you? The hat? No. That's foolish. It's foolish to let another a non-corporeal entity choose for you your destiny. We don't believe in that here. Make your own destiny.
That's probably fair. That's a pretty progressive
God.
think for yourself. Do what you want. Study where your interests lie. It's probably the right way. That's probably the way everyone should be doing it. When you put it like that, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what other wizarding academies are doing, but miss me with that shit. Am I right? Anyway, did I say it correctly? Did I say it correctly? I'm always trying to keep up with what the kids are saying, but so let me go over these one more time. So we have the Cascade Bearers, which esteem imagination, from the dreams of the most visionary magical theorists to the innovations of creative problem solvers of all stripes. And he does, like, the symbol of the Cascade Bearers, but for some reason Paizo never supplied symbols or, like, team colors or anything, so that pisses me off. Get with the program! I want merch! The Emerald Bows emphasize camaraderie, the sense of community, and connection to fellow Megambians. They also interact with those outside the Megambia and spread the Academy's message. And I really need to pronounce the name of the school the same way. And not mix it up, but whatever. And I'll post these in the Twitch chat too. And Twitch chat, let me know which school you would choose. And then, so, Emerald Blows, camaraderie. Cascade Bearers esteem imagination. Rain Scribes value adaptability in thoughts and deeds, as well as willingness to admit errors and learn from past mistakes. And he gives a shady look, a little grin and a smile at Dusk Up. And then Tempest Sun Mages inspire valor, not only in the physical courage to stand up for friends in the school, but also intellectual courage to consider opposing viewpoints and widens one's understanding rather than staying entrenched in a single paradigm. And then Uzjanti understand that knowledge lives in stories passed down through the generations, and also is earned every day through personal experience. Let's go! So, Quilby, you've mentioned that you know your houses, your two houses that you get to select. So you guys, you pick a primary house and a secondary house. I don't know if you read, I'm assuming that you guys didn't read the Life in the Magimbia like PDF, where it like lays out kind of like the rules of like daily life and how you study or cram, and then you level up in your different houses alongside your like main level, right? Well,
surprisingly did.
You did? I'm always excited when people read the PDFs. I'm like, long ago, I'm just like,
super last minute. Shit. I waited till the last minute, but I did do it.
Skimmed it.
That's absolutely fine.
Just a cursory glance.
Hey, you glanced at it, which is good. So basically, you level up in your like class and stuff, and then you have like the subclass, but then you have another like progression system that's your like house or your branch path, and that can level up to level 20 alongside your main class, and you get new shit from it. But it can never go higher than like your current level in your main class. So you pick 2 houses from this list, and you can choose to go to class or study for those houses and stuff, and then you level up. So, yeah. Did that kind of make sense? Because I know the way I explain things are usually so bad. Did that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Did it? Okay. It's okay if it didn't, because it's probably my fault. So, Quilby, which 2 are you choosing?
Yeah, well, so the Uzanjati really spoke to me. That's how I've already spent a lot of my scholastic life, and the interests that I have, so I would love to choose that as my primary house. And then I am really trying to work on my people skills, and one of the things that I've really liked about this school is there's so many different kinds of people, and so that, you know, they all have their own stories, and while I'm learning their stories, it's also a great way to build like relationships and a sense of community. So I think I'm gonna go with the Emerald Bows for my secondary school.
Oh, good. Well, welcome. And he just writes it down, and it's a very like it's very anticlimactic for sure. But you feel like this like excitement within you, like it's a bummer that you missed out on like this ceremony, but you feel like, oh my, like you've just put on like a new like sports coat or something. You're like, oh my god, I'm an Uzjanti.
I didn't get the sash, but at least I got a blazer.
Yeah. At least, yeah. What is that from? Your brain? Your mind? Anything? I thought it just sounds...
Geniality? I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of from my brain.
I mean, that works too. That's valid as well. I'm sorry, it just sounded like a reference. I'm just like, wait. Because it just felt
I make
familiar.
a lot of them. It was a fair assumption.
Oh, now I feel awkward. Amaya, the professor looks over to Amaya, and he's like, "And you? Have any ideas of where you want to go?"
Yes. Originally I was gonna go for the Emerald Boughs because I wanted a sense of community as well, but certain events have taught me that maybe that's not where I really should be.
What do you mean? What certain events?
Lamp!
Old ladies and repercussions from made me feel bad for a lot of people involved. But anyway, regardless of any of that.
But I heard.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see. Let me roll. Oh, that was cocked. Okay, he looks at you. He's like, yeah. He nods. Like, yeah, I heard about that. Not the best way to handle situations in the yeah, not so great, but I wouldn't necessarily let one slip up cause you to reconsider your path this fully, but it's your journey, it's your decision.
Well,
but not your lamp.
Once
See what I did there?
Once I took that off the table, I realized that my purpose for coming here was to learn more about magic and to learn more about alchemy. And in the tasks that we did, I wasn't always able to help with things, specifically medicine wise. So I thought maybe the rain scribes would be a better fit for me so that I could do things on the fly then.
Mm. Okay.
And really help out other people and myself to survive better, because I'm kind of mushy.
Mushy. Okay. And your second?
And then, because I'm kind of mushy, I'd like to try the Tempest Sun Mages to get a little tougher.
Oh.
I love that.
Interesting. I would... Huh. As it is said, so it shall be written. And he writes it down, and you get a familiar feeling of, like... Or maybe you guys tell me how you feel. I kind of like put that on Chase, but how does Quilby feel? Or how does Amaya feel after you chose your like houses?
Yeah, I will say that I definitely think that there is, like, I was kind of looking forward to the ceremony and kind of the pomp and circumstance of everything, because, like, it just was going to make a good story, and this feels a little less climactic, and therefore not as good of a story, but, like, at the end of it, like, just kind of declaring that and having, like, I felt very kind of disjointed since I got here, because I wasn't a caster, like, I didn't really know, I felt very fish out of water during our initial induction ceremony, and, like, haven't necessarily felt like I had as much to contribute when we weren't actively stabbing things. So like this just like suddenly there's kind of a sense of like direction and like purpose moving forward that just is like feels very satisfying, and like Quilby kind of has like a little more confidence than he usually does, I think.
Dope. And I think Teacher Ott like sees that like after he like writes it down, and he gives you like he can't really write it down actually. Well, no, he puts them down. He uses like the cages to write it down, and this whole time you guys are having these emotions, you hear like the inside the Pugwampis like screaming at like the top of their lungs and like shaking as you guys are like, oh, look deep within your heart and tell me. But he looks at you and he just smiles, and you feel kind of like pride from him that like he was the one to like induct you, and
Yeah.
and he sees you, and you see him, and you see that he sees that I'm not. You get it.
He sees me, seeing him, seeing me.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Yes. Amaya, is it similar? Is it different? What's she feeling?
I feel confident as well that this is better suited for me than some lofty goal or like the people that I met that I wanted to associate with, which was originally why like the other alchemists were doing it. And so I feel like what the decision that I made is mine. Like it like he said, I could take back and get the emerald boughs, but I think that the other is it houses? I think I should say houses? Branches. The other branches will serve me better than the emerald boughs.
Excellent. Thank you. And he sees you, and you see him, and he sees that you're seeing him, and he like kind of takes that in, and is excited for you to continue your like path of like breaking up because he like kind of knows a little bit of your history and like why you've come to the McGimpia, and he's just like proud of that. Breaking off. And then he's like, and Dusk Up, last but not least.
I just remember the whole Emerald Vows thing, and I'm like, yeah, that one's off the table.
Nothing is ever off the table for a wizard because you can conjure a different table. And he conjures like a really nice table. See?
Yeah,
Sturdy.
that was a joke. I was kidding.
What house did we learn that in? Or brand?
All of them. It's just a simple
So many
conjuration
tables.
spell. So many tables. And we have to chop them all up or put them somewhere. Anyway, who knows where?
Okay.
But Dusk Up.
Okay. So primary, I'm going Rain Scribes.
Oh.
But I'm really torn for my secondary.
Oh.
So, like, Cascade Barriers, I think, would get me toward my goals faster. But after being here and, like, experiencing camaraderie for the first time and actually feeling like there's something I want to protect, I'm leaning towards the Tempest Sun Mages. So I'll do the Tempest Sun Mages. Amaya stole my thunder, but
She might have stole your thunder, but she can't steal your tempest, or should it be sun? I guess thunder's in a tempest. Who knows? It's all magic. And as you like decide that, like, what is like, give me like, you know, that internal life. What is Dusk Up feeling?
A little surprised at what I chose, because it just felt right, but at the same time, like, kind of mad at myself because I could be holding myself back from what I want, but it is what it is.
Does Shannon kind of like whispers to you? She's like, you're good with this? You seem hesitant.
Whatever.
Seem hesitant, baby.
Fine. Let's not dwell.
Okay, I'll tell you this story later about how I was sorted. I just think it's nice, Teacher Ott, that you guys give them a choice. He's like, yes. It's absurd that anyone else does it any different way, but I think you guys should get some food, get some rest. You look a little worse for wear, and I will see you later. And please tell Alumba and Sabra, who left in the middle of this whole conversation, and
yeah, as soon as you put those Pogwampies in a cage, they just kind of disappeared, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
They do that.
They do, yeah. How interesting.
I think it's just Sabra just has a problem with authority figures, and Aluma feels like he has to like watch out for her, you know, keep an eye on her, keep her out of trouble.
Oh, it's a very interesting dynamic that is now going to be canon. That's canon, guys. All right, and with that, he bids you adieu. He shakes all of your hands before that, and he's just gleaming with excitement about like his new students. And yeah, you guys are free to do whatever you want. And you guys are all like level 2 now, by the way.
Hey, officially.
Officially, yes. So I will make a new folder to put your old character sheets in. Level 1 character sheets. So what do you guys do? What's up? What's happening?
I would like to turn to my friends, and well, I'm really surprised and impressed by your guys' choices. I feel like you both made some personal sacrifices in your decisions by doing what you think would be the best opportunity for growth and your ability to make a difference for people, rather than maybe what you'd initially expected your own interests to be. And I think that says a lot and shows a great level of maturity from you both. And I'm really impressed with you guys.
Yeah, nobody asked you. I'm just gonna go back to my dorm.
Damn!
God!
Savage!
Savage!
I just like opened up Dusk Up, just shut the door in my face.
I got walls. I got walls.
Oh my god. Maya, do you stick around by chance? Because I got an idea now.
Okay. I thought it was a little sappy, but cool. Okay.
You guys, I thought you were gonna go with the Emerald Boughs. We talked in the past, and it really seemed like, and then you seemed very excited about that. And I thought that was a very interesting pivot. And I'm sorry that I'm getting emotional. We didn't get our ceremony, and if you can't cry on a stage, then you gotta cry somewhere, okay?
Oh.
You really picked the good house for you. It's Johnny one. You're gonna do great.
Thanks.
Oh.
Anyway.
So Quilby had an idea.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do it for both of y'all. So I'll just say, like, okay, well, I think I'm gonna go turn in early since we're gonna have a pretty big day tomorrow with our new studies and stuff. But I'll see you for breakfast.
Okay.
Cool. And I'm gonna run to market actually, and I'm gonna get some I'm gonna find someone who sells like little desk lamps, like that they can put on theirs for like studying and stuff. But but obviously have another meeting.
Okay.
And I'm gonna get one for everybody. So I'll get. Or wait, no, because they weren't there for the package thing or the.
They
yeah,
weren't.
I guess it'll just be the two. It'll just be the two.
So
They'll just be like, thanks for the lamp, I guess.
Yeah, that's cool, guys. Yeah.
How
So
practical.
you could go to the market for sure and look for like the for lamps. Can you roll? I think that would be a baseline society check, but I know you have a whole bunch of lore skills that would probably be of use. So you can tell me what you think you should use, and we'll ride by that.
I also just realized that I have Foundry, not Foundry VTT, up in that window. So let me log in. Why did it ask? Hold on, let me just click the Discord link. I was in the wrong thing. I'm so sorry.
Oh yeah, it's weird because like Foundry, but I have a server that I pay for on Forge, like that's made for like Foundry. It's the whole thing.
Gotcha. Here's the link to use typically. We'll go to that one.
It should be pinned as well.
Yep, I pulled it from the pinned one. Yep. All right, I'm loading. I'll roll my. You said
Cool.
I could use my
Yeah, if you have a good lore skill or something. But as you're pulling that up, I'm gonna pivot to Dusk Up because she really. Shannon has things to say. So Dusk Up, as you're like walking back to like the dormitory that you and your cohort and like some of the other like members share, Shannon's like, "Why did you say that to Quilby?"
I don't know. I'm mad. I'm confused.
Why are you mad and confused, baby?
Because it was stupid. Like, I only have me. Why am I doing things for other people? Other people just let you down and, turn you into a flesh whore. Like, it's not a good look.
Well, I get that. Trust me, I get that. I get, because, I'm also part flesh whore. But,
yeah.
Sweetie, I know that. Ooh, that's a nice roll. Sweetie, I know that. And life hasn't been fair to you from the jump, and like your whole life has been based off of that experience. I know that when I was like chopped up and like sewn into you, like I've already lived my life, you know, I've experienced those things in life without a flesh warp, but you know, the world isn't all like that, and you're at a place where I don't think anyone's brought up you being a flesh warp at all. I mean, am I wrong?
They don't have to say anything. I'm off-putting. Do you call a tree, or do you just see a tree and keep walking? You know what I'm saying?
What is this thing? What are you talking about trees here for? We're not trees, we're a person.
Am I even a person, or am I people? Like, there's
honey, you're
here.
getting into questions I can't possibly begin to answer, you know. But what I'm saying,
Exactly.
and what I'm getting at is just... people are coming with open arms and able to look past, you know, all the little mouths on you and all the really weird sagging flesh that like falls off of you, and sometimes you pick it back up and put it on. It's kind of sticky and weird. And your outbursts, and it seems like you are associating them with all those village people that chased us that 4 times. Chased us out of their village like 4 or 6 times, or those awful necromancers that I never should have gotten myself like tied up in, but one of them was really cute, but that's my backstory, not yours. But like you're lumping someone like Quilby or someone like Amaya with them. And I don't know, I don't think that's right.
Yeah, well, people always let you down.
Oh,
even
baby.
well-meaning people.
Oh. And she kind of goes silent as you like walk back, and she is cooking on what you said. Quilby, so with that 27, and with the fact that you have been like in the town multiple times, you have so much like lore, you remember that when you're in that shady place, when you were looking for the chicks for like one of your first assignments, you remember that there was like a shady lamp dealer. And
Is it just I love lamps?
yeah, I love lamps, lamp supplied plus.
Lamco and Sons.
Yeah, and you arrive to their tent and you see the same type of lamps that came from that specific tribe who I'm forgetting, but I will bring up later. And you see the shady lamp dealer is just like a lizard, a kobold who's breathing fire into a tube and like making lamps and other glassware from that and like dipping it in, going through the full process that I've learned through Renfest.
Love that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was great. She was great. But anyway, he's like, "Can I help you?"
Yeah, actually, I was looking for 2 like more desk-sized lamps, for some friends.
The size of a desk?
No, lamps sized to go on a desk.
Oh, why did you say so? And then he like points over there, and there's like a few lamps. Like there's some IKEA ones, and there's ones that like spread out, and then you can push it back into a circle, and you can like pull it back out again, which was it might have like really caught your eye. But then there's some that are like the glass lamps that are kind of like the ones, not like exact replicas. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but same vibe. Ooh. Okay, these definitely caught my eye. Now I gotta ask though. So, do you sell desk-sized lamps? Lamps the size of a desk?
No.
Oh, okay. Well,
Don't
that's
be,
good then.
what were you?
You just sound so excited. I thought maybe you were finally
Well, I
gonna
just
move
never
one of these
heard
giant
that.
lamps.
I never heard of that. You know, I'm a lamp dealer, and I was just really excited. I also have these torches over here too. I'm a light guy. I do lights.
Ah, well, you know, I gotta say, if I ever get into glass blowing, lamp making of any kind, I will have to I'll have to make you a desk-sized lamp. If nothing else, it can be
Not
a
if I
window
make it
piece.
first. Is that a
Ooh,
challenge?
do it. Do it.
Is that a
I don't
challenge?
think you can. I don't think you can. Yeah, that's a challenge.
I can! Oh! Now you made me mad! Oh, what do you want? What do you want? I'm gonna make that a death-sized
Sorry.
lamp. What's
Sorry,
your name?
I'll-
And I'm gonna deliver it to you.
Oh, my name's Quilby Barnes. I study up at the university. I'm over at Magambia.
Oh, he takes this and writes it all down in whatever language kobolds speak. It's like, I'm gonna do
Amazing.
this. I'm gonna do this.
If I get a free desk-sized lamp out of the deal, I won't be mad. I'll send a bill of lading with it.
Oh my! Don't.
You said
I
you're
don't
gonna
just do
send it
things
to
for
me.
free. No, you're
You
gonna
didn't
pay
say
for
you're gonna
it.
charge me. Well, I'm a broke-ass college kid. I can't pay for a
Well,
desk-sized
you're
lamp. That's
a
so much
wizard. You
glass.
can make it something work.
That's
You
fair.
could just conjure up some gold or something.
I'm not a wizard yet, just a heads up. But I'm going to be one day.
Technically, wait. What subclass did you pick?
Oh no, that's right. I do have a level in wizard now. I take it back.
So
I am a wizard
technically,
now. I am a wizard now.
lore-wise and technically.
Actually.
By the way,
But yeah,
yeah.
for now I'll just take these two normal sized lamps. These really pretty ones over here that look like they belong in a grandma's home, but are definitely hip with college kids right now.
yes, 10 gold, please. And he reaches out his tiny little kobold hand.
Ooh, I only brought 8.
8 gold. Do you want to sign up for my payment plan?
You know, maybe I just have to take 1 if we can't reach an agreement on pricing here, because I'm just real strapped for cat. Like I said, I can't exactly conjure gold yet. I'm still working on that, so this is the best I can do for right now.
Fine.
That...
You can have 1 for 6.
Oh my god, look at... You know what? I forgot. I keep an emergency stash in my sock here. And I'll pull out the 10 and pay him.
Oh shit, okay. He's like, oh! And you get 2 beautiful lamps that resemble the one that there was a fight over. But they're, well, you don't know that. You'll have to do a crafting check.
Quilby's trying to learn how to haggle, but he's not there yet. He's just like, nope, that didn't work. Here's your money. Bye.
He takes the money, he bites it to see if it's real, and then he like puts it in his bag and like closes it. His little stack. And then he continues. He like looks at the glass that he just blown and like shatters it at the wall and collects the pieces up again to like reforge it. And he's like, I'm gonna make the biggest fucking lamp this kid has ever seen.
I'm excited to see your progress.
So It'll become dark again because he'll be blind. We pivot over to Amaya. Amaya, where did you go after you guys kind of broke apart and?
Mostly back to my room. I need to relax for a little bit. I kind of spent a lot of myself for healing people.
And you go back to your room and like Franny just kind of like runs in. Don't you have like a pet? Are you the one with the pet caterpillar?
I thought I gave that to what's her face? The one that has them already?
Oh, okay, Anchor Root.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I didn't want Franny to eat it.
Yeah, Franny was definitely running in to try to eat it. And Franny's like, oh, Franny. and she just kind of waddles in and goes into her little like mason jar that you keep, that she has a little, like, I'm imagining like a topiary garden where you put like little doll things in there so she could sit on, and I don't know why I'm imagining that. Is that something that Maya would do? Is there like a place for Franny to chill at?
Oh yeah, the mason jar is for traveling. She's got a whole little aquarium thing.
Oh,
She's
hell
got
yeah.
a little sun rock. She's got a little swimming pool. She got a whole little area for fun.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Franny. You see a letter on your desk.
Ooh.
It's from your family.
Oh.
Ah! I like how I got excited and you got disappointed.
And Franny looks up at you and go, Franny?
I'm sure it's nothing good, Franny. They probably want me to come home.
Do you open it?
Yeah.
Alright, so you open it and you read it, and like going through the letter, you find out that your mother and grandmother, whom you've broken apart from and kind of went a different way, because they're in your kind of tribe, or the sister tribe that they're from, they're all huntresses and like hunters, which I guess are just huntresses. And it's rare for like the women to become like the alchemist, because that's usually like the man's role, and that's kind of where you kind of like pivoted over to is healing and stuff. So you have like a lot of like misunderstandings between each other, and you realize that both your mom and your grandma were invited to your mask making ceremony, which is a ceremony that all students do at the end of their like student years or their acolyte years, where you make a mask, you put it all together, it's like a huge arts and crafts things, and you put it on and it magically morphs to represent something within you. And it's like a beautiful thing, and they said that they're coming in like a year's time.
Okay. I don't know how I feel about that.
In between, they're also like saying like to see if this school measures up to like everything you said it was, but if this school isn't it, then we might have to just take you home, or if you decide to change your mind, we'll be there at the end of the year. So it's kind of like they're coming to support, but they're also coming to kind of like pull you back.
Oh, that should be fun.
Franny hears fun, and Franny like does a little dance. Franny starts flossing. Franny, Fran. The closest thing that Franny can say to fun is Fran. Fran. Fran.
Oh, Franny, it's
Franny,
not
the
that
flossing
kind of
familiar.
fun.
Oh, and Franny sees that you're kind of like exasperated, and Franny comes and like climbs up and like just lays on your head like a floppy, squishy beret. And
Yeah.
so we're gonna. Oh my God, there's so many child abductions in Houston right now. Jesus Christ. So now, as you guys like settle into your rooms. Oh wait, back over to Quilby, who's finally re-arrived to the Spire dormitory. It's kind of at night. Not a lot of people are like hanging out. Everyone seems to be in their rooms.
Was there like colors or symbols or anything affiliated with the different branches?
There should be, but I do not have them readily available.
Fair. Would it be possible, and we can fill in the details of exactly what those are later, But to get like a little cord in the colors, or like go to Bead Dude, whose name I'll have to go get out of my nose. Go to Bead Dude and get like the ones for their houses to attach and like tie around the lamps or something.
Oh, that'd be cute.
Yeah.
Zhao Kahn. I'm surprised they didn't give you a bead for that. That seems like very uncharacteristic. Let me see if I just forgot.
It's a little weird, yeah.
It's a little weird, guys.
You know what? It probably would have happened at the ceremony that he canceled because he was on Pogwampy duty.
Yeah, but they don't say anything about that. But yeah, you could totally do that.
Oh, you
Do you
mean
wanna
in the
be-
rules? I thought like you were saying Joe Khan was just like, why didn't they give you beads? And I'm like,
No. I mean, in like the campaign path I'm following, I'm just like, that's fucking weird.
Gotcha.
Like the things they omit, like are weird. Like, and the things they need me to like paint in, I'm just like. Anyway, but yeah, you could totally get beads. So do you go to Zhao Kahn to get those beads, or like a bead supply store?
Yeah, I'll go to Joe Khan, and ask, tell him that these are little like ceremony gifts for my classmates. And I wanted to get beads for their schools and tell them what those schools are. So 2 Rain Scribe ones, 2 Tempest Sun Mage ones, and if I could get 2 pieces of string to like tie them at the base of the lamps.
He goes, okay. And he goes back and he like gets all of those things in his like specific order. Like he doesn't grab them all at once. He comes back and he goes back and he comes back with the next thing. He's just like, you're not putting this on your official bead string, right?
No.
Okay. Because I don't know if that's allowed.
Oh.
And I don't know what would happen.
I will let them know not to do that.
I don't know what I don't know what will happen. Bad things might happen. I don't want bad things to happen.
Well, we don't want bad things, no. Especially since these are gifts. I would feel really bad if I gave someone a gift and it invited really bad things upon them. That's a bad gift, so...
What are you getting in exchange for this gift?
Well, nothing, because that's what makes it a gift rather than a trade. An exchange of services.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like to. I don't want to think about this. Just.
Oh well. Since in that case, and I'm gonna. What do I have on me? I
don't know why I asked that. I've asked that question before, and each time it's just bad.
I'm going to take out of my bag, and now I gotta give him something, or he'll think this is weird and that he just gave me a gift, and I don't want that to happen. So I will give him a piece of chalk and a bar of soap.
He takes it, and he's just like, "But these are worth coins."
Well, and these beads are worth emotional value. They have sentimental value. I agree. It's weird. Bartering is weird. I come from a place where stories are currency, so like this is also weird for me. But I'm just trying to.
Oh no! I need 2 coins here. I need 30 copper for the. Just give me. Give me a silver split up into the associated amounts that go. Can you give me 20 for these 2 beads, another 20 copper for these 2 beads, 40 copper for these strings, and I just no.
All right, I've removed the appropriate amount of currency and given it to him.
He splits it up. He's like, store greens for money, and he goes back. He's like, no.
Take this back, and I put my soap back in my pouch.
And he is gone, and you're now the only one standing in the supply room, like guest line.
Cool.
But now you have those beads and those strings.
Yeah, so I'll just take out 2 little pieces of paper, write a congratulations on finding your next branch in life.
Ew.
And then put it on the lamps, set one outside of Amaya's door. Y'all are just across the hall from each other, right? If I remember right. I think
Maybe.
y'all are both on
Things-
that right side of the.
Remember.
Oh, yeah. So Dusk Up is like right when you walk in, and then Amaya's is when you turn right and you go down a little bit, kind of near the baths.
Oh yeah, Amaya's room, Dusk Up. Okay, I see him. Yeah. Oh, in that case, I got a whole corner I can get behind. So yeah, so first I'll walk in, I'll set one in front of Dusk Up's room, knock, and then just bolt down around the corner, knock on Amaya's door, or set it down, knock on Amaya's door, and then go hide in the bathroom so I don't get caught.
But I catch you.
Oh no.
Oh, do you want
Ruby!
to roll a stealth check against Sarah's perception check, and same with Sam? Give me
Yeah, we can do
stealth.
that.
Give me
Hell yeah.
perceptions.
I feel like I'd be really slow to get up because I hate answering my door and I'm in a bad mood, so I don't think
It's
I
just
would.
like,
Okay.
stealthy.
Your chicken looks up to you and goes, "Baka."
Boop.
Okay.
Oh, I accidentally had a circumstance bonus on that. That's an 18, not a 19.
Okay,
I shouldn't have had my pursuit lead. I don't know why I did that.
that's absolutely fine. Sarah. Oh, you did. That's the 20. Oh no, wait.
No.
Your perception skill check would be to the left on like the red like sash thing, and it will be right underneath your like AC.
Oh, there it is.
Yes. 18. Oh, we have a tie. Okay, how do you guys want to settle this tie? Because usually I do it like, player always wins. So, do you guys want to re-roll? Do you guys want to decide on an outcome? If you guys want to agree on an outcome, how do you guys want to do this?
I think what would be really funny is if as you like open and look out, you just see like my legs as I'm like running through the doorway, and so you're just like, fucking slick, bro. And then if you want to like then come that way or whatever, however you'd want to resolve. But I think that would be a funny way of that. It's just like you see me, but I like kind of get away.
Absolutely. Let's do it. Amaya. So what does Amaya do?
Quilby, I wanted to give you something. Actually, I wanted to give everybody something.
You just see me peek back around the corner like, you saw me, huh?
Yeah. What's this?
A gift.
For me?
Yeah, congratulations on your sorting ceremony.
You're too nice sometimes, you know that?
I tried the words thing, the words didn't go so well, so I was like, apply them with physical things. That's how most people show love and appreciation, right?
Very true.
Yes. Wait, so is it wrapped, or like you're holding like this lamp from?
Or no, I had set them on the ground outside the doors, but the wrapping was just like me putting the little string with the little beads.
All right. So Maya, can you roll? So there's a few things you could do. You could see if you recognize that this is supposed to be from like that same like tribe that made the specific lamp that curtailed your guys's trajectories, and or you can do a crafting check to see if this lamp is legit as well.
I'll try
Like how-
crafting.
Okay. Ooh, yeah, this is definitely like not a fancy lamp. You could like, if you like look closely, you can see that the glass wasn't cut as precisely as they needed to, so they like glue gun some part of it.
Got ripped off, didn't I?
And yeah, there's some other like clues that this is like a kind of a knockoff, but it works.
It's beautiful, Quilby.
Oh, I'm
It
glad
looks
you like it.
You know.
I'm still working on the
Anyway.
prank thing, but I think this one was a little closer to the mark.
Oh, and by the way, the whole dorm reeks of rotting fish. By the way, you guys have never gone in to grab it. People
We
are
really gotta
like
deal with
walking through
that.
the dorm with like clothes hangers on their nose. Honestly, everyone roll a fortitude saving throw for me.
Fortitude?
That reminds me that you guys planted a half-eaten dead fish in someone's room and no one went back to grab it.
Yeah.
Got a 19.
19,
17.
nice. Oh, Quilby. That was
Oh.
like, yeah, you just missed it. You are sickened 1 by the smell. You're not quite puking, but you're feeling queasy and not the best.
At the mention of that, like, it really, like, hits me, that fish smell, and I'm just like... So you said you had something for me as well?
Yes. I brought a plant here called a spider plant, and they have babies, so to speak. Little offshoots that make their own little plant. So I wanted to give each one of you one of the babies.
Oh my god, Amaya, that's so nice, thank you! I'm gonna grow it and love it and nurture it until it has its own little babies of its own.
Aww.
That was redundant. I'm excited, I'm sorry.
Is it the Is it like a real plant?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They're a hanging plant, and then it has offshoots of the same thing.
Cute.
And they're very low maintenance. Very low maintenance.
Oh my god, I've been looking for low maintenance plants.
I was gonna say, that'll be good for me, because I'm probably gonna neglect... I forgot about a rotting fish for the last week. I'm probably not gonna remember to water this thing.
Granted, it wasn't just you.
Fair. It's literally all of us.
It was all of y'all. But you can add your spider plant. You can add the lamp, y'all, to your inventories.
Hell yeah.
So Duska, do you immediately, like, how long does it take for you to like go to the door?
Like, less than a minute, but like sluggish.
Oh, okay.
Like enough that I missed him.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I didn't just wait, so I'll just open the door. I'll see the lamp. I'll kind of cock a little half smile and shut it because I know what it is and who it's from. I can just assume.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had a lamp before.
Oh, see, we got a lamp. We got a lamp, Tusk. Look at this lamp. Oh wow! See, things are different here. There's lamps. Lamp, Dusk, lamp.
Yes.
The people chasing us out of town had torches, but they have lamps.
Yeah, see, they try chasing us out with this. That they can't. So you received the gift, and what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go and kind of do an overview of your time at the Mugimbia. But first, I need to go over how we're gonna track our levels in our character sheets, because they do not have a place to put it. Because I don't know why. So we can do it if you go to your character sheets, and here I will display this on the Twitch as well. If you go to your character sheets, there'll be like a little book at the end. And here you can fill in like your backstory and like your birthplace and stuff like that if you so choose, even catchphrases. But you don't need to do that. And I think you could go down to organizations, and then you can just type in which house or branch you're in, and then just put your level under there. You're all level 1.
In both the primary and the secondary?
Yes.
Okay.
And then let's see what you get at level 1. I gain an additional lore? Yeah, you guys gain an additional lore skill at level 1. I don't know if these stack, but I'm just saying they. Yeah, they do. I'm gonna say they do. I'm gonna be nice. Let's see. Feats. So you guys, let's see if this is a feat. Yes! Okay, so you all get an additional lore skill, and I'm going to tell you which lore that is in a second. But right now I'm just dragging and dropping this into your character sheet, so you'll see it in your feat section. And I don't remember your houses at this moment, because I'm a dumb bitch who ruined his memories in college through K2. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay, so for our Cascade Bearers, we have Academia lore. So you can add that lore to your list of skills.
Just trying to rub that one in on Dusk Up, since none of us went Cascade. That was rude.
Oh no. Wait, none of us did?
No.
No.
Oh, well, we don't need to cover all of them, and then Sabra and Alumba might.
That's true. They will probably end up needing them.
Yeah. Emerald Bows, you guys get a specific settlement, such as Nantambu lore.
I already have that, so I will find another one.
Absolutely. Do you need, I don't know if I sent this, but do you need the book, the Mwangi Expanse, like lore book, by any chance?
If you have it, that would be awesome.
I do. I bought it last week.
Yeah, because I like pulled some stuff off of the like Shisk, like Pathfinder wiki pages,
Mm-hmm.
so I kind of know like their settlements, but like I don't know anything really outside of like that little village and Nantambu.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Remind me to give that to you later, because right now it's syncing in my OneDrive, because I can't just drag and drop it, because it's so big. That PDF is just so big. It can't go into the Discord. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
PDF.
But it's a really cool PDF, honestly. The art in it alone is worth. But anyway, rain scribes get a specific terrain, such as forest lore.
And where does this go?
This, if you go into your skills or your proficiencies, you can scroll down and you'll see your lore skills. So if you go into your hand and your proficiencies, so you'll just add one, and then you'll type in what new lore.
Are we trained in that, or is it still untrained?
Yeah, you'll be trained.
Okay.
What is it?
Any type of lore that has to do with a specific terrain. So it could be like Arctic, forest, jungle, sea, plains, mountain.
So I just pick terrain or jungle?
Or any type of terrain, like a specific type of terrain.
I'll take jungle then.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then for our Tempest Sun mages, you'll get warfare lore.
Ooh. Y'all gonna get tactical as fuck.
Yeah. Wait, I might have done this Wait, did I do this Yeah, I did this correctly. We're fine. Let's see. And then the Uzunjari. You get any lore. Anything you want. Your choice.
Well.
How exciting.
I got options. The lore monkey with Just another.
With another lore. Just when you thought you've done all your lores. But wait, there's more. Let's see. I don't know when you get these skills. These new other skills. I think it's... Whatever, I'll figure that out later. But yes, so we are now going to do our first Life in the Academy. You guys are now going to classes. And we're going to do... our first class is going to be a Rain Scribe class. Is anyone in the Rain Scribes? I swear to fucking God, if no one is. Okay, who's in the...
Amaya and I.
Oh, okay. Oh,
we made a whole big deal about it.
Me and Amaya are the same. That's all you have to remember. We did the same thing.
They both went Raid Scribe, Sun Tempest.
Okay, so you guys are going to be sharing all of your classes together. And no...
Well, now I feel left out.
Yeah, sorry, Quilby. You guys are in the same... You guys are in the same cohort, though, so you'll see each other a lot. You're in the same dorm, and you're expected to, like, help each other out. So, let's see. You share classes with, like, Anchor Root. I think you're all in this class, though. But you're close with Anchor Root, Habram. Let's see. Mariama is in the Cascade Bearers, Noxolo, Uzjanti, same with Akoro. So yeah, we're gonna start off this first class, and I'm gonna say, let's start off with just you two in this class. Your first class, how many times can I say that, is with Kuride Ulawa. And I will show you her picture here. Kuride. I don't know where to find these things. Oh, here we go. Oh, right. Gotta show off this view character artwork. Show to players. So your first class is with Kuride Ulawa with the Rain Scribes. And let me change this music for a cuter effect, but I don't know. Sure. The hustle and bustle of your first day in class as you're heading over. And you've heard, do a gather information society check for me. If you want to see, if you try to gather more information about this teacher.
It's a 1 for me, essentially, so 7.
Oh no! Oh no! That's a critical failure. That sucks.
Society,
Zoink Scoob.
Society, but the specific skill check is in like gather information, and you might have like a skill fee linked to gathering information in a different way. Okay. So yeah, society, Maya 16. So Maya, you've heard that she's a rain scribe, and she's really into fungus, decay, and insects. And she has an honest fascination with repellent subjects. And she just gets hyped over things that are usually like really disgusting. But she's pretty flawed, and as you guys are sitting in the classroom for like 10 minutes, seated next to Anchor Root and what's her name? Essie Jana. you're wondering if this lady is all she's cracked up to be. And Essie, like, instantly, she's like, I can't believe she's not here on time again. It's like the first day of the new semester, and she's late, and she did this last semester, and she did this like 6 times. And I don't know what everyone's fascination with her is, but she really needs to get it together. Like, this is just embarrassing at this point. And Anchor Root kind of like, she's holding a leaf and she's tearing it to pieces. She's like, I like Professor Lawa. I think she's pretty cool. And Essie rolls her eyes at her and she's like, that's because you're one of her favorites and she lets you get away with everything. And anyway, be ready for that, girls. You want to kiss up to her, and even if you kiss up to her, there's a chance that she won't like you and she'll be extra hard on you and let her favorites get away with just as she finishes, you see that Teacher Ulawa is standing in the door. It's like, sorry I'm late, class. It's been a wild day, wild. And she floats through the center of the classroom, her robes billowing as she rushes past. You smell her like incense and like perfume on her. And she places down her like fair trade bag on the desk and she sits up on it, crisscross applesauce style, and she's like, welcome, some of you. And she smiles at Anchor Root, Chizire, and Habram, who are also in the class. And you know what, Quilby, we can throw you in this class too, as part of just, you know, being a well-rounded wizard.
Just auditing.
You're just auditing, you're just hanging out, you know. I think the wizards do go to like different classes, but they're not part of that specific, that isn't their focus. So if you want, you could do a gather information about her to see what you can suss out. Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Gather information was what you said again? I'm so sorry.
It would be a society check, but you might have a skill in gather information. So let me know.
Do not have a skill in gather information without pursuing a lead, and that feels excessive for the. Oh, we didn't need it anyway. Quilby sees all. There are no secrets here.
Ooh, what did you roll?
27.
27. Okay, let me give you the DL because that's really good. So Kuride Lawa, you've been like asking around. You've heard everything before that like Ezzy was saying about her, and you know that Ezzy fucking hates her and is like openly kind of antagonistic to her in classes, and this kind of like really grinds her gears because she is the Hermione Granger kind of this like school, and she hates that she's not like Kuride's favorite, like she is with so many other of the professors. And you know that Anchor Root is one of Kuride's favorites, and Anchor Root is really uncomfortable whenever it's like brought up. And Chizire and Habram love her teaching style because so many times she doesn't show up, and half the time she forgets she handed out homework. And you see that Chizire is just like in the back sleeping, just like on his desk. Not completely on his desk, but like, and she's like, you know, I had a syllabus written up, but who needs a syllabus? You, over there, with the bone spikes. What do you know about bugs?
Well, in the cave systems around where I grew up, we get a lot of beetles. I know a lot about like exoskeletons. There's some really fun like fables and anecdotes throughout time. A lot of like parables, really, I would say, meant to teach us lessons using the metaphor of the bug in how it is representative of the walls and barriers we tend to build around ourselves like an exoskeleton. I just kind of look at Dusk Up as I say that, and then I just continue like rambling about like really abstract fucking stuff, and clearly nothing like actually clinically important about the anatomy of a bug.
Oh my god, and she's yes, and she's writing it all down on like the chalkboard. She's like, why do I even need to teach the class? I mean, and
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I digress.
Don't digress.
Sorry, go ahead.
You're absolutely right. Bugs, insects, humans, wizards, everyone forms a hardened carapace around themselves and cuts themselves off to the rest of the possibilities of the world. And by doing so, she like looks around the room but kind of hovers over like Essie's face, and they kind of lock eyes. It's just like, you might block yourself off from all the possibilities of the world. And Essie looks at her and she's like, why don't you ask me what about bugs? And she like raises her hand like, I have an answer too. And she's like, does anyone else have anything else to say? You over there. And she points at Dusk Up. What's your name?
Dusk Up.
Dusk Up. Also, Quilby, can you roll a diplomacy check as well? Same with Dusk Up.
Did I just make it? Oh, gotcha.
You did the society, but now you gotta do diplomacy.
No, I thought when you were saying that, the diplomacy one, it was gonna be that I made an enemy out of the teacher's pet. I'm just like, that bullshit fucking, fuck this guy. That's like that.
I hate her anyway, I'm loving this.
Right, I know, I was really interested to see how you would react to this. So, Quilby, you have gained some of Karide's favor by, like, going really, like, abstract and, like, out there with it. Because she's definitely not one to, like, go into the books and actually, like, dole out facts. And then she's like,
better than I thought it was gonna.
Oh yeah, 18's good. Dusk Up, she goes, Dusk Up. Interesting name. Do you have anything to add to what your friend over here, Quilby, posited to the class?
You know, I don't. I can't say I've thought much about bugs, but I find this all very fascinating. And I'm just kind of like looking at Essie, like at the back of her head, like, use it.
Essie, you could see her just like shaking her head. She's like, oh. She's so pissed that she has to take this class. And can you do do you find that, is that a deception or is that a, diplomacy?
No, I'm loving it. This is great. Let me see.
And you
diplomacy's not great, but I could roll a diplomacy.
And you can see just like the back of Essie's head as she's like
shit.
shaking it. Oh.
And that one. Again.
Wow.
Why do the virtual dice hate you so?
Well, especially like I have a bunch of things again. Well, it's not showing up, so maybe it didn't work that way. But I just like chose an archetype that like actively works against me in diplomacy rolls in some situations, which I guess this isn't one of those. But like, this is bad. I already have a hard time talking to people, so.
Oh my god. I wonder why that didn't. Let's see. Ooze more dedication. You've already. This penalty is equal to. Okay, so I guess you have to enter that in somewhere else. And whenever you roll diplomacy, it would be like right now it's -1, so it'd be even it'd be a 2. Because I don't think it's putting in the math for this. So that all works except with oozes. You are fine with oozes.
Yeah, oozes like me.
Only oozes.
Oh my god.
They respect me.
They're like, whoa, that ooze has a form. This professor, she's like, you've never thought about insects in your life, but you find this all very interesting. I find that very hard to believe. Dusk Up, and I think you should write an essay for next class about bugs and carapaces and creating a shield. Everything we just said on this board. And she points to it. That's everyone's assignment. All right, and she like winks at Anchor Root, and Anchor Root's like judiciously like writing down this assignment, and she's like, and Anchor Root's like frozen with like she doesn't know what to do, like to put her pen down. She goes, all right. Amaya, is there a Maya in this class?
It's me.
Do you have anything to add to this conversation?
Well, some insects don't have carapaces, but they do go through transformations. And I was learning about butterflies and how they go from caterpillars. When they go into their cocoon, they actually turn into complete and utter goo. They no longer exist the way they did as a caterpillar. And then from the goo, they become a butterfly.
Oh, can you roll a diplomacy check for me?
One of these days I'll get better at doing these kinds of things.
No worries. It's in the hand, and then it'll just be... And honestly, girl, you're good. With the Forge drama and Foundry drama that I have faced on my campaigns, you're absolutely, like, gangbusters. She's like, interesting. She says that she eats some fruit jerky. I hope that through this class, we can all turn into goo and emerge as a beautiful butterfly self. But remember, with butterflies, if you hold them too tight, you will crush them. But if you let them go, maybe they'll come back. Class dismissed! And she like... and everyone's like, oh, Shazira is like, oh yeah! And he like high-fives Habram as like they both walk out. And Essie is just like... She's like throwing books in her bag. She's just like... And she like turns around and she looks at you, Dusk Up. And she doesn't know that you were just like behind her that whole time, being like living for her. She's just like, she looks at you and she's just like, kind of like gives you a nod, like you're both in it together, and like walks out, like angrily.
Oh, you made a friend through disdain for this hippie garbage.
Enemy of my enemy.
I don't consider the teacher an enemy yet. I think I can win her over. I just can't use diplomacy to do that. I'll have to figure that out.
Fair. Know thy strengths.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a really bad roll. She goes, "Oh, Quilby, is that your name?"
Yes, Miss.
Ulawa. Professor Ulawa.
Ulawa. Yes, Professor Ulawa. I'm Quilby Barnes.
Follow me, and I have a favor to ask you. And you seem someone of pretty high intelligence and knowledge about things that are important to the world. Come.
Oh, thanks, I guess, as I like skitter behind her.
Tell me, what houses are you in?
Excuse me. I am currently, mainly studying with the is oh gosh, I'm so nervous. Sorry. I get very uncomfortable in presence of authority figures. The Uzanjati would be my main house, and then my secondary branch is the Emerald Bows.
Excellent. Those are both. All of the houses are good. I was hoping you would say Rain Scribe, but because I do have a task that would require Rain Scribes. I would hope to give it to one of my own. Do you know of any?
You know, I know that there was some friction. Well, you know what? Amaya, I think, would be perfect for this. And her and Duskup have actually worked very well together in the past. So you know, I think you could definitely entrust the two of them with this task. I know there was some friction, and I know y'all got off on the wrong foot, but I think that Duskup would be more than up for the challenge and would be able to really help you out. Especially with her and Amaya. I tell you, those are two incredible women. They can do anything together.
Well, tell them, bring them along with you to visit my office. I have a task for you guys to do. It's a little below my pay grade, so I'm hoping to find some competent people, but I don't know if someone who openly said that they don't know anything about bugs, even on the most tangential level, could help out. But we'll just tell them to visit me at dusk. Maybe I'll have something for them.
Cool. Where are we meeting you at dusk?
Oh, my office, and then she tells you where to find it.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, we will be there at dusk.
Goodbye. She
Goodbye.
kind of like she glides by, and just yeah. And then you're outside the classroom, and everyone else is leaving. And as he looks you up and down, she's like, "How nice! Must be nice." And she like almost immediately walks away after she makes that comment. Oh, must be nice to be one of her favorites. And Anchorroot's like, she doesn't choose favorites. It's all in your head. She's like, and as she's like, she chooses favorites. And they walk past, and then Duskup and Amaya, you enter the scene.
Yeah. Hey guys, good news. So, on top of getting to write in this incredible essay tonight, I know we're all very excited about that. Hee hee. I think I found a good way for us to get off on a good foot with your new teacher. She needs help with the thing, but she needs people who are Rain Scribe. So I threw your names into the ring. So how do we feel about meeting at her office at dusk to help her with this project?
Okay.
And maybe if we do that, you don't even have to write the essay. Although I'm probably still gonna write the essay. I'm pretty excited about this essay, not gonna lie.
Super.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. Awesome. Well, what's what other classes do y'all have on your schedule? I'm Do we want to go to the next one together?
Sure.
I have no idea.
My
I know. I started saying that like we had a class schedule in our hands that you guys could reference, and I was like, I don't know why I said that.
They don't. So we definitely could go to a different class if you'd like. But this was like your one class for the day because it's kind of set up like a college. So you're free for the rest of the day to kind of like do whatever you want. You could start like studying because you received all the books for your classes. If you wanted, you can like try to earn income by working at the cafeteria with I think her name is Lamosi Yao. Yes, Lumusi Yao. Oh, I was right. Wow. At the cafeteria with Lamusi Yao, or we can just like fast forward time for you guys to meet up with the professor you just met.
So before we meet up with Professor, I need to get some healing actually.
Oh yeah,
I just looked at my HP and I was like, I can't be going and doing stuff right now.
Oh yeah. Oh here, let me give you guys. We can just say after the level up, you're at like full health. Because you would have rested and you would have done like medicine checks on each other.
Okay.
Cool.
So you guys can get all your spells. Oh, excuse me. Oh. I'm burping. So you guys know how the wizard and druid spells work, right? How you have like 2 cantrips, but you can pick from a list of longer ones based off of what you have in your spell book. Or if you're a druid, you can pick from the full list at any point. And then every day when you rest, you swap them out. So you're able to do that. And also remember, Amaya, you can use your advanced alchemy to get 2 for the price of 1 of your like regents. Your soul alchemy. So if you wanted to do that now, we can.
Yeah. Is that in my inventory to make those?
It will be in the hammer, and then you would toggle free crafting. And this will be your list.
Okay. So...
And you have, I think it's... Oh, I wish they had a way to track this easier. I think it's 3... So I think you have 5 regents to make from.
So how do I figure out... Because it just says DC, cost, quantity, and making them.
If you want to find out more about what each of these do, you would just click. You would click on the name, and it would give you that information. But you don't need to worry about the cost or the DC, because you're using your like spirit life essence to make these. And then they last for a day, and then they go inert, unlike normal crafted items.
I want to try to make a centipede venom.
For sure. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to go to the quantity and then do 2, and then you're going to hit the hammer.
Cool.
And then you have 2 giant centipede venoms in your inventory now. Anything else? And remember, you could like keep them for later if you want to like craft on the fly using your quick alchemy in like battle or something.
Yeah, I just don't know what we're doing, so...
And you could also, like, if you're not in battle, you could also do this, like, later, too. Like, as long as you have, like, 10 minutes in your alchemy supplies, you can do it.
Okay. I'm gonna make myself 2 blind pepper tubes, too, just in case.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, so you guys head up to that lady Karide's office.
Before that, during our day where we have all this stuff, time to do stuff, can we deal with that fish?
Yes.
Cool.
I also need to give Dusk up her plea.
Yeah, Yeah, let's do those things. Hell yeah. Which one do you guys want to do first?
You can give her a gift.
Yeah, give her a gift, give her a gift, give her a gift.
So I knock on your door.
Knock, knock, knock.
And I answer. Yes.
Hello. Having
Hi.
a good first day?
Not really. Not so much. You were there. It was a whole thing.
Oh. Anyway, I wanted to give you a little gift. Because, we're friends. It's a spider
Oh.
plant.
Oh, thank you.
It doesn't take much
Okay.
care. Just water it every once in a while, and if it gets too big, let me know. I can help you prune it, and stuff.
Thanks. I don't have anything for you.
That's okay. I don't need anything.
Hey. I don't owe you anything.
Nope.
Hey.
Sounds like me and Joe Khan. I'm just like, what is the law of equivalent exchange here?
Shogun looks up at the night sky and he's like, someone understands me. I
I
didn't
love that your
understand.
webcam dramatically zoomed in for that.
Really? It was my webcam. He looks up to the sky and he's like, someone understands me. And then he goes, but do I have to understand them in return? Oh no. And then we snap back to you guys.
Anyway, Quilby and I were gonna go over to Kitty Boy's room and get rid of that smell. Did you want to come
Okay.
help us?
Not really, but sure, yeah. I'll come.
Okay.
Well, we were gonna ask Saber for help, but one, we can't find her, and two, I don't know that that's gonna work a second time.
Yeah. I think we should just come clean. And clean. It's stinky.
Oh,
Fair enough.
So we probably, if he's around, we either need a lookout if he's not around his room, and if he is, then we need someone to go be a distraction. So how are we gonna get him out of there if he is?
well, so you guys, roll it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna give it to you guys. You guys have noticed that Chizire has been sleeping on like these benches outside his room last night because the stench is so fucking bad, and so he's just like, and he's normally sleeping wherever, so it's like not that big of a deal, but like still not great. But so there's a good chance he's not in his room,
Okay.
and you could probably
Shall
just
we
like see.
stealth him?
Yeah, let's just go for it then.
I'm gonna roll a stealth check.
Everyone roll a stealth.
Yeah.
Shit, I got a 9. I'm rolling like shit.
It's alright. We're gonna save you with the rule of the majority, hopefully. I don't know if that's how that works.
Yeah.
Where skills? Oh god, I always have to click on every button until I find the right one.
Skills is the hand.
Do I still have an armor check penalty?
Why would
Think
you
I
have
got
one?
From the gas cloud thingy.
I
From
think
the,
Amaya still has one on her.
Oh, that's me. Yeah.
I think it was the aura that it wasn't the gas cloud, that was the mushroom, but it was the aura that the dog face thing, Mahudi person.
I don't think
Yeah.
so. I think it's.
Or do I have it from just being?
Yeah, you have it because you're
Pushy.
wearing studded leather. So like each type of armor does like an armor check penalty, and it gets like more and more, like the more and more armor you're wearing. So like athletics and acrobatics and like stealth checks like is kind of difficult to do in like heavier armor, especially like plate. But then with like your studded armor, I think with like the grommets, I think it's like rubbing up against like stuff. I don't know why studded
Gotcha.
leather does an armor check penalty to stealth. That doesn't make sense to me. But
That makes sense then. So mine's actually 24 then.
wait, do you have studded leather?
I get.
No.
I don't know. It had a -1 to armor check penalty, and I don't remember having seen that before. But I was like,
Oh no,
That was
it's
me.
yeah, that was a Maya.
I also had it. I unchecked it before I rolled.
Oh.
Because I was like, I didn't have that before. Why do I have that now? But I think I might have added armor to my inventory. I don't know. Yep, I'm wearing studded leather armor. So that's a 24,
Okay.
not a 25.
Are you? It just says leather though. Oh, I'm looking at a Loomba. Never mind. Anyway. Anyway, okay, so we got like a pretty good. Well, let me roll a shared perception. Okay. All right. So if you guys enter Chazire's room, and it's just full stank, just reeks of like the rotted fish, and like it's been raining constantly, so that kind of accelerated things. Like it's inside, so I guess, but like the humidity of like the rain with like the usual heat of like this area, this fish rotted like so quickly. And then let me just describe Chazire's room. And the room most notably features a fully functional moonshine still. Chazire, as you know, happily shares his recent brewing project with anyone. And that contraption takes up most of his free space. And he has a few shade-loving plants from Kibwe in pots. I don't know who Kibwe is, but there you go. So yeah, do you guys remember where you put the fish? Where did you guys put that fish, actually?
Under the
his
floorboard.
bed. Yeah.
Oh. So I'm assuming you grab it.
Yeah, we'll like pull that board back up and
Mhm.
take it.
It's so disgusting. Now that you've unleashed it, it's like 10 times worse. So can everyone roll another fortitude save? And I need to put this... Well, that was yesterday. So roll a fortitude save. Oh, nice.
11.
All right,
Oh.
you guys all passed, actually. It was a DC 10. You guys do not get sickened, but this is really, really loud, and you're going to have to roll another stealth check. But this time, you each are going to get like a -3 due to how much it smells. So to try to escort this out...
Oh, jeez.
I don't know how to do the -3, so I'm just gonna roll it. And
Yeah,
subtract
roll it,
3.
and then we'll put 3.
Oh, it was actually 12, because again, it's doing pursue a lead for some reason.
And
Why?
I don't know.
Uh,
I don't know. I think you might have it like checked off. Let me see.
I think I just need to remember to always uncheck it, I guess.
Oh yeah. So how do you guys plan on like carrying this contraband out? Knowing that you will most definitely fail.
Yeah. Probably just like, oh god, it's so bad, and just like holding it away and kind of gagging a little bit, just like, like leading with the rank ass fish.
So you
Just run for it. Run for it.
And then I'm just gonna be like, I can't. And I'm gonna toss it at Dusk.
Why? Because I'm gross. I get the gross fish.
No, just you were closer than Amaya, and I wanted it to not be with me. It's so gross.
God. All right, let's just get out of here. I'm just gonna take it and just exit the room. Fish in hand.
How much of a
Don't give
bitch
a
do I
shit.
want to be tonight? No, I won't make you roll to see if you catch it. All right, so Dusk Up, you hide where do you hide the fish?
Just like, I don't really have anywhere to hide it. Oh, I can shove it into one of my vestigial mouths.
Gross.
It's the one in my neck. I'm just like,
So you start and you're like crunching this like old rotted fish into your neck as it's like burping and like gurgling on this like disgusting fish, and it doesn't like it. This vestigial mouth does not like it, and like it's trying to get it out, but it doesn't have any like brains attached to it. It's just like nerves, so it's just like wiggling the fish as you guys like exit the room and try to be like as nonchalant as possible, and then
So nonchalant.
and it's going like and the flap of the fish. And as you're walking out, you see Abram and Mariama. Okay, 3. Okay, and then Noxolo. As you guys are walking out of Chiziri's room, they're walking in and they stop and they're like, "Oh hey!" And they all stop and stare at Tuskup's neck and like the
Hey!
rotted fish.
What's up, guys?
having a snack.
Just having a
Okay. You see almost immediately Abram just goes, "Oh!" And then he just throws up. He just throws the fuck up. And like Mariamba and Noxolo both like hop away from him and they look at you and like, what? And they both just stare at you waiting for an explanation. As,
We
like,
found the source of that horrible smell that's been stinging up the dorm, so we were just gonna go get rid of it real quick so that no one else has to be throwing up all over these hallways.
Deception check.
Why did I open my mouth? I'm not gonna pass this.
Wait, is charisma your dump stat?
Yeah.
That's like all of my campaigns right now.
Usually I play very high charisma characters, which is why we didn't this time around.
It's more fun to get
Deception.
into
There's
trouble,
deception, right?
honestly.
Instead of just being able to talk your way out of everything.
Oh, not bad, not bad.
Oh! Oh! Okay! Way better than it had any right to be. Toby Barnes, attorney at law.
Abram goes, "Oh," and then he just like kind of walks away and like he goes near this little pond over here to kind of get like fresh air. He like completely left his umbrella. It's still raining outside and he's just like in the rain, just like like hands on his knees, like dry heaving. And Noxolo and Mariamba over there, and Mariamba like pats you on the arm. She's like, "Good looking out for the dorm."
You got it.
I
That's
was
us.
thinking it's because of the burial ground. Have I told you about the burial ground?
No, you haven't, but you should totally. Let's save that till we deal with this fish, and then I would love to hear more.
Absolutely. It's amazing what they're trying to hide here. It just blows my mind. And she walks away and she's like, I'm grabbing all my diagrams for this one. And Nox Solo goes like, whatever. And she like kind of shakes her head, and her little familiar follows her, the little alligator pig. And it goes, Snabble, Snabble. And it kind of looks at you and it's like, in its eyes, it knows you lied. But it doesn't have the vocabulary to say anything.
The only one that passed the inside check was the crocodile.
The crocodile pig.
Amazing.
Absolutely. As they walk past. And so yeah. So what do you guys do with this fish now?
I don't know.
Probably just find a moving
let
body
your
of water
mouth
to throw it
up?
in. I don't know.
It's not connected to anything.
Oh, okay.
So
What? Wait, what'd you say?
just shove it in there.
The mouth isn't connected to anything.
Oh, so you can't like. Yeah.
It can't throw up. It can't swallow. It's just there. It's like a
Well, that's
gross
good.
skin graft. Yeah.
At least it can't vomit it back out all over the hallway, because it probably would have.
Oh, it's trying. It's very
Oh,
much
that was-
trying.
Do we have
That was
indoor?
probably I gotta say,
Do
guys,
we have indoor plumbing? Can we like flush a toilet, or is this like an outhouse situation?
I think there is. No, because you have like a bath, so I think it's like an outhouse situation. I think you have chamber pots. You have chamber pots.
Okay, so that's not
Hmm.
a thing.
If you want, I can swap over to the map of the Magimba.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to go find a moving body of water to put this in, I would guess. God, it would have been so nice if we could just go flush this thing.
Or
I know.
burying it.
We're just like, let's just huck it in the woods.
dirt.
Like that. Like don't say anything. Just
That's true, we could bury it and basically turn it into fertilizer,
helping.
right? See, no, this was our plan all along, was just to help with the natural environment. We knew we were gonna have some rain scribes, and we wanted to do our part.
Fermented fish is a delicacy.
I'm telling y'all, I should get my degree because they're buying a whole lot of baloney from this mouth. You know, if the fish is in the mouth, you must let us out.
Shut the fuck up. I'm just imagining it. If the fish is in the mouth, you must let us out. And then Ocha just puts like this fish. Oh my god.
Fish is in the mouth, you must let us out. The fish is in the mouth, you must let us out. I'm gonna use bullhorn and just chant that through the whole hall. No, just kidding.
So much for stealth checks.
I know, right?
So, you guys bury it like nearby, or do you take it to the forest? do you
Let's
guys
get a
do?
little distance from the dorm, just because we've offended enough.
Yeah.
Fair.
So yeah, I don't know where to go on those maps. I'm not really sure where we currently.
I know, right? I don't know. Yeah. I made an oopsie with that.
I mean, this looks like a river. Could we just chuck it in the river and just?
Yeah,
like,
you
let
could chuck it
carry
in like the
away?
Yeah.
Moat River. Yeah.
Let's do that.
Do that.
Chuck.
Chuck it in the Moat River, and you see this fish pretty much disintegrates in like the flowing water because it was that old, and you see
Aw.
it like flush away like tears in the rain, and you've possibly absolved yourself of any wrongdoing.
I'll
Need a
just look at
bath.
the two of you and be like, the next time I have an idea for a prank, you do not have to indulge me. I appreciate it though.
It was good.
I mean,
I thought he would have found
be
it
fair,
before now.
the fish specifically was my idea. So
Oh, that's
blame on that
true.
one.
Yeah, okay, the next
Uh,
time I have a bad idea, let's stick with the less bad idea. No, just kidding.
Just don't let me contribute. It's fine.
Oh.
Although,
need
who
a-
knows?
I
We
need a
could have been
bath.
terrorized by a greased up pig for the last week, and that might be worse than just the smell alone. So, like, because it's going to have its own funk, and then all of the damage involved as well. So, honestly, the fish probably was the better of those two ideas.
I'm just like standing there, like I just like desperately need a bath. I'm like covered in like rotted fish guts that have been smeared around, trying to shove that thing in my vestigial mouth. Probably like stuff in there that I feel gross.
Yeah, you go get cleaned up. We'll see if we can't air out the halls a little bit, and then we'll go to our meeting. Cool.
So as you go back and you're like washing off, you notice that there are some like wraps, like these like ribbons, like kind of hanging off like a basket, and they're kind of like cute patterned ribbons, and you feel some sort of like magic emanating from them. And I'm assuming you grab it. Well, what do you do?
I'll grab it.
Okay, you grab them. And can you roll a craft check for me?
17.
Okay. I need to pull this up.
Dice finally giving you some love.
Finally. On a crafting check.
On a hey,
When it mattered most.
honestly, I love a good roll. Hey, you got to take the good rolls where you can. Let me find out because la 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 la. Spam.
Of course, malalala.
Yes. Ooh. You find these hand wraps of the mighty blows in it. And it's a weapon, and I will post it in the chat. So you can invest magic into these embroidered strips of cloth, and you must meditate as you slowly wrap them around your hands. And these hand wraps have weapon runes etched into them to give your unarmed attacks the benefits of those runes, making your unarmed attacks work like magic weapons. For example, +1 hand wraps of mighty blows would give you a +1 item bonus to attack rolls, and increase the damage of your unarmed attacks from 1 weapon die to 2, normally 2d4 instead of 1d4. So you now have that. And
Badass.
Fuck yeah.
so
I don't know who left those laying around, but thanks.
yes, who knows? And then is your tail. So your tail, as you know, is an unarmed attack.
Mhm.
So you think, oh, this could look cute on my tail.
On the tail.
On my tail. So I was hoping I was going to give this to Keith, because monk. But no one went into the bath, and I was like, oh well. But yeah, you get
Just a bunch
those.
of dirty streets. Cool, thanks.
And yeah, and with that, I think this is a good point to wrap things up for the night. Before we go into the hot and heavy with that quest. So yeah, thank you guys for playing, and thank you for rescheduling. I might do a stream on Christmas Day because I'm celebrating with the family Christmas Eve, so I have nothing. So if you guys are free, let me know. But I understand that many people will not be free. That is just fine.
Technically probably could make it, but I don't know that my wife will be happy that I'm spending our first Christmas as a couple.
Oh no,
doing that.
no, do not do
Yeah.
that. No. No, 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 no. No.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Not like that.
Yeah, I've
Chris
been married
is a married couple, but yeah.
I've been married for a while. Zach doesn't give a shit. So just let me know what time.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Bradley doesn't care either. So
Right. I'm hanging out with your brother. Fuck off. Like.
Yeah, family shit. He should be joining us.
Yeah, it's
wish he would.
Oh my god, the family
He works.
campaign would be
He
super
works
cute.
usually on the weekend that we do it, though. That's the problem.
That sucks. That kind of makes me want to do. Oh my god, I can't do this to myself. I can't do this to myself. Because there was like a sale recently on Humble Bundle where I got all these like Pathfinder books, and one of them is like, it's called The Abomination Vault, and it's supposed to be a really good campaign. I'm just like, I have another just like pre-made campaign that I could just run and fill out my time slots, but I should not do it. Anyway,
You just tuck that one away, save it for later.
you're right.
It's not dated. It's not going nowhere.
It's not going nowhere. You're right. Unless someone else wants a DM. But I don't know if I have anyone to raid today. So just feel the raid within your hearts and your hearts and mind, and let it wash over you. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. All
It was
right.
a fun one, y'all.
Yeah.
Night, night.
Bye. Love ya. Bye. Merry